Catch the spirit of the game, the Hastings Sidebusters.
Throwing strikes, being efficient with our pitches, making those routine plays, and having a great approach at the plate. So just keeping things simple and just building up that team chemistry as much as possible, I think, will help you win some games.
1-2. Swing and a miss as the Sodbusters strand the bases loaded to keep this a tie game.
This one is bounced back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. One run scores. Here comes Printer around third.
Our fans recognize that, and they know that it's a family atmosphere at our place, and that's what we like.
To the left side and through for a base hit. The go-ahead run scores as Jensen delivers once again.
This one, the lightest of light hits. He gets an RBI single.
I think it's just a great experience, getting kids from all over the country to come in and play together.
Catch the spirit of the game, the Hastings Sidebusters.
Welcome to Duncan Field for the final series. Well, we should clarify the regular season series here in Hastings, Nebraska. Welcome on this fine Thursday evening for 4 more games of Sodbuster baseball here in this regular season. I'm Ryan Valenta, flying solo today, and we've got Mason, Connor, and Noah doing the behind-the-scenes work over to my left as we welcome the Nebraska Prospects into town for the final 4 games of the Independence League regular season, and a big series nonetheless for the Hastings Sodbusters, very much in this playoff hunt to get to the second half Independence League title against the Casper Spuds. The Sodbusters did what they needed to do in their midweek series against the Oahe Zap, sweeping the Zap in 3 straight games, an offensive explosion in games 1 and 2, and then an excellent combined pitching performance in game 3 to record the 3-game sweep. The Sodbusters 10 games back over 500 at 29-19 now. The Nebraska Prospects come here a measly 7-21 on the summer season, a much different prospect team than we saw last summer, and they are shorthanded today. We'll tell you more about that here as our pregame show goes on. We're set for our first pitch at usual time at 6:35 p.m. as we will have our pregame interview with the head coach Danny Weiser, who recaps the Oahe sweep to get the Sodbusters, or keep the Sodbusters rather, in that playoff contention. So many scenarios that's going to be looked upon, and we'll tell you about all of those scenarios which need to happen for the Hastings Sodbusters to fight their way into the Independence League Championship. And whoever it is, whether it's the Sodbusters, Fremont, or Spearfish, they will take on the Casper Spuds in the Independence League Championship at the beginning of next month, at the end of this month. And lots to talk about. It's an exciting baseball guaranteed coming your way. This is Sodbuster Baseball. We will have our pregame interview right after this.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
Oh, I muted it. Game show, we feature the head coach Danny Weiser after their 3-game road trip up in Pierce, South Dakota against the Oahe Zap. Much needed sweep for you guys, Danny. Good to see the boys put up some numbers on offense. Plenty of runs in game number 1 and 2, and then some good pitching in game number 3. Game by game, starting off with the first game, put up a lot of runs. What was the key to success for those first 2 games with all the offense?
The offense was hot. all innings those first 2 games. And I mean, K.O. Jensen had a great first couple games with a home run who kind of got us going there in those middle innings when we were slow at first. But I mean, all week the approaches were money, and we were finding our hammer pitches and just shooting gaps and not getting out, not striking out a whole lot, and it was really good to watch.
So the first 2 games, like you said, you scored all those runs. You did give up a few runs on the defensive end, though. Talk about the arms there. Didn't see too many walks, but still gave up a few runs in those first 2 games.
Yeah, and the Zaps still have some hitters, and they did a great job, and they had a couple home runs and put up some numbers on us as well. And, I mean, not a whole lot of walks. We're thrown in the zone, and, and that's just the way sometimes it goes.
How about that game number 2, just to break that down a little bit further? Down 7-1 early, and then 18 unanswered runs, score a few touchdowns and a field goal. I mean, just being down 6 runs, especially on a road against a home crowd. I mean, what do you say to the guys to get them back in it, or was it a spark on their own that got them back in that game?
I don't think we ever really got down. I think we were full confidence in that game that we were well in control of that, and we just had to get zeros on defense, and our offense is going to come around, and we're winning it. And that's just what it was, and that's a mindset that the guys have. And a 6-run lead isn't anything in this league as we've seen, so we weren't really that nervous at all.
So here we are in the final week of the season. Just 4 games left to go, still very alive in this playoff chase. I mean, it feels like yesterday you're starting off your first game as assistant coach just a couple of months ago. I mean, just how has the season gone? I mean, has it gone as fast as I think it has? Or just, I mean, how has it been since May 28th?
It's flown. It's flown by, and it's been a heck of a ride, and I've enjoyed every second of it. Lots of learning and growing experiences from this, and it's something I'm never going to forget.
And the final game of the season, the final series against the Prospects, team that that hasn't had a ton of success this season, but all 4 of these kind of must-win games for you. Let's talk about the approach and what the mindset and the vibes are for the guys in the dugout for these next 4 days.
The mindset's just win. Win every pitch, win every inning, win everything. And that starts with our pregame today, and I think we had a great pregame, and we know they're going to give us their hardest over these next 4 days, and we just have to take everything day by day and just win everything.
He's Danny Weiser, the head coach for the Hastings Sodbusters. 4-game series with the Nebraska Prospects with first pitch and more pregame after this.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings Sodbusters baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
We're back on our pregame show on the Sodbuster Baseball. We've got about 10 minutes before our first pitch between the Hastings Sodbusters and the Nebraska Prospects. And heard from our pregame interview just a moment ago with head coach Danny Weiser, coming off that 3-game sweep and a must-need sweep because the Sodbusters technically in 4th place right now in Independence League standings, and with the playoffs just right around the corner, every game is a must-win game for the guys going forward. Again, Casper has already won the first half, so they have a guaranteed spot in the Independence League playoffs. And then, depending on how these last few games turn out, it can either be the Fremont Moo, the Spearfish Sasquatch, or the Hastings Sodbusters set to meet the Spuds for a 5-game best-of-5-game series in the final going. Look at the standings. Spearfish at 29-17, Fremont at 30-18. As terms of percentage-wise, Spearfish is ahead in percentage, but both 9 games out of first place. Casper with a win against Spearfish tonight, can pretty much all but lock up that second half title. So then again, if they win the second half, it goes off of overall record, not second half record. Yeah, that's a good thing for the Sodbusters because they trail pretty heavily in second half record. It was their first half that was pretty good. I mean, the Sodbusters, they've been right around where they were in the first half. 14-10 so far in the second half, 15-9 in the first half. So just about one more win, loss less in the first half. So they've been right around where that first half was. And credit to the guys, too. They lost a few good arms, the South Dakota State boys, at the start of the second half, and some offensive production leaving the team due to other summer season and start of school year commitments. So Sodbusters aren't on fumes by any means. They've still got pretty much all of their everyday players, and that's just the benefit of a good depth in the dugout and the bullpen. So the guys should have plenty of talents left to get to them through these final 4 games of the season. But the Sodbusters 29-19 coming into this one game behind Spearfish and Fremont. But they must pass both of those teams to probably make it to that second half spot, because the Fremont Moo, they hold the season series advantage over the Hastings Sodbusters, which would give them the automatic spot if somehow those two teams were to have the same record, overall record, if Casper wins after these final 4 games. Fremont is at Oahe tonight, and then Spearfish and Fremont play each other for the final 3 games of the season, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a lot of scenarios need to happen, but the first scenario is the Sodbusters need to sweep the Prospects tonight, which is, it's a tall task to win 4 games in a row, especially against a team called the Prospects. But like I said, a off season for them this year, and they are short some dudes. They only have 12 available players in their entire roster tonight, so only 12 guys, and that includes pitchers as well. So they are starting 9 today, and they are having their pitcher hit today. Usually you see a designated hitter in the Independence League, not for the Nebraska Prospects tonight. They are so short on dudes. They are forced to have their pitcher pitch, and a lot of these guys that are playing in the field right now definitely can pitch too. They've got a couple of dudes who are primarily pitchers having to play the field, so they will have the arms, but they expect to get some more guys rolling in as the week goes on. But tonight's going to be very short, so no reason the Sodbusters can't go out and win this one. So to get to the Sodbusters to that second half Independence League title, like I said, they have to pretty much win out. The Spearfish Sasquatch play Casper for the final time tonight, and Casper would definitely help if they beat Spearfish to get the Sodbusters and Spearfish back even in the standings. Fremont is at Oahe. Obviously, it would help if Fremont would lose to an Oahe team that just got smoked by the Sodbusters. So that would even things up. That would completely tie the standings. And then the Sodbusters win out and Spearfish takes 2 out of 3 from Fremont, then that would give the Sodbusters the win. So it is very possible, but very specific. So love to go through more details with that, but we'd be talking for the rest of the first inning probably. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, the Sodbusters, they know the situation down in the dugout earlier. Guys seemed like their normal selves and asking, all right, so if this happens, so they know. They're talking about it. They know, but as you heard Coach Weiser say, it is just a win mentality no matter how that is. You want to get to the guys a win tonight and keep it going. And obviously, Sodbusters didn't do themselves any favors. Losing a couple of close games at home. There's a couple of games we can point out, but it's not just one game. Several games that the Sodbusters have lost where you look at the score and look at how the game ended and think, man, what could have been different if they would have won that game, specifically the Bison as well. That Sunday game, or the Saturday game rather, where the Sodbusters lost to the Bison to give them just their second win of the summer. Thought the Sodbusters had a good chance to sweep the Bison in that weekend series, but were lucky enough to split that game 1 series apiece. Fremont also got lucky last night too. They were down 5-1 in the 9th inning against the Bison, but Fremont scoring 5 runs at home in the 9th inning to steal that one away from the Bison, looking for their 3rd win of the summer. So again, as it stands, Spearfish and Fremont tied for 2nd place. Sodbusters 1 game behind for third place. And all that only matters if Casper is able to lock up that second half title, which looks like a very likely possibility. So far this season, the Sodbusters have the winning record against the Nebraska Prospects. They are 4-1 against the Prospects this year, and Nebraska, a travel-only squad from the metro area, features a lot of Lincoln and Omaha natives, plus Division I guys. They have, since their last meeting about a month ago, the Prospects are just 2-11. Their 2 wins were at Fremont very recently, and they probably should have had 3. They were off since Saturday the 20th, where the Prospects, they played Fremont in that game, and they were up in the 9th inning, 10-7, but then they gave up 4 runs to allow Fremont to win. So you look at some of the games that come from behind that Fremont has done. So all credit in the world to the Moo. They have definitely kept things interesting as well, almost losing some close games, but getting some close wins as well. First pitch is in just about 4 minutes or so. We'll introduce our starting lineups in just a second here, but game 1 of a 4-game series. If you're in the Hastings area, your final chance potentially to see the Sodbusters at home this season, but it is for sure the final regular home series of the season, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it will be all 4 days. 6:35 p.m. start time right here at Duncan Field, and if you want to watch playoff race baseball, this is the place to be. Well, we're going to set to introduce our starting lineups now, and tonight's lineups are presented to you by Quality First. We'll introduce our Nebraska Prospects, the visitors first. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Drew Borner. Batting second and playing shortstop is a newcomer, Braden Smith. Batting third and playing left field is Jacob Perrin. Batting fourth and playing first base is Corey Kozad. Batting fifth and catching is J.D. DePrima. Batting sixth, playing third base, Trent Berry. Batting seventh and pitching, P.J. Laux. Batting eighth and playing right field is Colton Homolka. And batting ninth and playing center field is Paul Schuyler. Borner, Smith, Perrin, Kozad, DePrima, Berry, Laux, Homolka, and Paul Schuyler. The Nebraska Prospects, with their 7-21 record, under the direction this year of Gabe Shemwell, a Gretna native, and he is assisted by Raleigh Kenny. And now the starting lineups for the Hastings Sodbusters. They will go with Taylor Gill to lead things off to play center field. Josh Printer will bat second and play shortstop. Ryan Jarvis bats third and plays left field. Dino Morales in the cleanup spot, playing third base. Tyler Sardelli playing first base, batting fifth. Yamato Sato bats sixth and catches. Jackson Crane is the seventh place hitter and plays right field. Tristan Byer, the designated hitter, batting eighth. And Drew Vega bats ninth and plays second base. It's Miller time tonight at the ballpark. Marcus Miller, Hastings High graduate and Hastings College guy, gets the start on the bump for the Hastings Sodbusters in need of a win tonight. We'll send you down to the field for our national anthem. PLAY play ball, ladies and gentlemen. We are set to go for the Nebraska Prospects and the Hastings Sodbusters. And no guys wanting to participate in a standoff tonight, and rightfully so. These guys got to be locked in for that potential playoff spot. Well, fun to see. All seriousness on the mound tonight, as Marcus Miller will get the starts today, as he's a Hastings guy and knows this ballpark well. Hastings High graduate, as well as a Hastings College guy, pitching in his second season for the Broncos. And Marcus will be making his 6th start, 8th appearance of the summer season. His first appearance in about 9 days. The Fremont Moo were his last opponents. And Marcus, 3 of his last 4 games, he has pitched at least 6 innings and over 100 pitches. So he'll be looking to make another deep appearance. 0-1 record for Marcus. 44 hits, 21 runs allowed, only 5 walks and 25 strikeouts to the tune of a 5.10 ERA. But opponents batting .346 off Marcus. He does allow some hits, but albeit with his crafty curveball and his deceptive fastball, a lot of them are not hit very hard, and I feel like Marcus is on the short end of a lot of blooper base hits. Some hits that likely do not record base hits in some situations, but we'll look for a good start from the Hastings High guy, the Hastings College product, for a good start tonight. He knows the Nebraska prospects well, saw them several times last season, and his only outing against the prospects this season, back on June 2nd, he came on in relief, pitched 2 1/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So he pitched pretty good against the prospects the last time he faced them. And he's a guy who has increased his velocity this season, and that breaking ball looks good as ever. So it's good to see him having some success on the mound this evening. To lead things off for the Nebraska prospects in their blue uniforms, red and white stripes and red lettering. Steve, if you're here, you would love the prospects uniforms. Very easy numbers to see. Sodbusters in their black uniforms with gold numbers and the gold socks. Very clean look for both teams tonight. The Southpaw takes the bump and delivers the first pitch a couple minutes late at 6:37. And ball 1 is high and outside. The first batter of the ball game is Drew Borner. He's a Valley native near the Omaha area. Went to Millard West. Started off at Southeast Community College, now at UNO. Drew Borner on the season, .268 average, leads the team with 5 doubles and 16 runs batted in. He smokes the ball in the air, but it will get out of play foul down the left field side. Well, it's a 1-2 count from Miller to Borner. Pretty good weather here at Duncan Field. A little bit warmer than we're used to. 92 degrees here at the ballpark in central Nebraska. We have had pretty mild 80s for the whole season up until now. And it is going to be warm for the rest of the weekend. Low 90s here for the rest of the weekend. Diving stop at first base at Sardelli. Feeds the pitcher covering. Now, that's how you start a ball game right there. Tyler Sardelli, the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boy, lays out to his right, makes the diving stop for out number 1. And that's got to give your pitcher a lot of confidence. Looked like Borner had an opposite field base hit. Not the case. The first out of the ball game is recorded. Sodbusters 29-19. The Prospects 7-21. Miller's first pitch is a swing and a miss to Braden Smith. And Braden Smith kind of snuck in there. He is making his, I believe, his first appearance as a Nebraska prospect tonight. And that is indeed the case. He takes a number of Nico Saul. A lot of guys getting off of the roster since I checked this morning. So a few newcomers to the team. It's quickly ahead, 0-2 on the shortstop, Braden Smith, making his prospect debut in the final 4 games of the series. Fastball misses outside. It's 1-2. Good miss by Marcus. Try and get a chase there on the outside fastball. Look at the numbers. The Prospects as a team hitting just .227 on the summer season. And getting a piece of it is Smith. He stays alive with the 2-strike count. 227 as a team, 40 doubles, 4 triples. Interesting enough for the Nebraska prospects. 5 home runs, so not the extra base hitting team they were a lot last year. Fastball is too high for ball 2. It's 2-2. Here in the first inning, the defense behind Marcus Miller, Ryan Jarvis, Taylor Gill, and Jackson Crane from left to right field. Dino Morales, Josh Printer, Drew Vega, and Tyler Sardelli from third to first. Yamato Sato behind the plates. 2-2 hit on the ground to the right side, and Drew Vega is there. He has no problem with that. 2 up and 2 down. 2 balls hit on the ground for Marcus. And here we go with the beer batter up in the 3 spot tonight. You usually see them farther down the lineup. Not the case tonight. It is Jacob Perrin. He's a Bellevue East graduate. Plays baseball at Southeast Community College. And the beer batter tonight. And probably a good selection for the Frews. Nate Frew back as our PA announcer tonight. Frew spent last week on vacation. So welcome them back. 24 strikeouts leads the team for Jacob Perrin. And off the top of my head, Jacob's definitely been the beer batter at least once already this season. Fouls the first 2 back, and Miller is ahead 0-2 on the beer batter. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Jacob Perrin this summer, a 246 average. He has been the guy that has played pretty much every day. Low and in, and was a shoe top hunting there, and gets out of the way for ball 1. Perrin has played the most games, 24 out of the 28 possible game for the Nebraska prospects. Again, very short-handed tonight. Not a lot of presence in the dugouts. The 1-2 pitch, low and away for ball 2. Sodbusters in their dugouts clapping for the beer batter strikeout. Even the prospects, their teammates are clapping, almost turning against their fellow batter in the plates. It's good to see a lot of the opponents. They're very receptive to the promotions that the Sodbusters do. Slow chopper to the left side, no strikeouts, but Dino Morales makes the play. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning with 3 groundouts for Marcus Miller, and that's on just 14 pitches to get him through the first inning. The Hastings Sodbusters are coming up in the bottom of the first inning right after this.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot, and sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
At Hastings College, we celebrate all the ways you shine. From more than 20 athletic teams to band, choir, theater, and art, plus esports, creative writing, speech, and media. Join in to earn a scholarship and find your people, the friends you'll hang out and have fun with. It's what makes Hastings great. So check out Hastings College, where your experience matters, in the classroom and in the activities you love to do. Visit us at hastings.edu.
Welcome back to Duncan Field here in central Nebraska, where we go to the bottom of the first inning. The Nebraska prospects out for their first time on defense, and they go to the right arm of P.J. Laux. He has been a familiar name at Duncan Field for the past 2 years, making his second stint with the Nebraska prospects this season. He's making his 6th start this summer season. And one of those starts has come against the Sodbusters last time out, 5 1/3 innings, where he gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, and 3 walks, no strikeouts. He's a guy that will not blow you away by any means on the mound, pitching in the lower to middle 70s, but he's a crafty location guy, and if he can locate his pitches where he wants to, he can be a very successful pitcher. Taylor Gill digs in for the leadoff batter and takes strike 1 at the top of the zone. 1-1 to Taylor Gill. The Orem, Utah native, played at Northeast Community College last year and now at Division I with the Ohio Bobcats. He's appearing in his 11th game for the Sodbusters this season. Did not play in the first half, got here during the second half. Gill waits on a breaking ball, but not long enough. Fouls it down the right field line, 2-2. Taylor Gill in 10 games, 368 average, 14 hits. With the 1 double, 9 RBIs, slapped on the ground to the left side. The shortstop, Braden Smith, makes his first chance as a Nebraska prospect and throws it over for the first out of the inning. 6-3 on the ground out if you're keeping score at home. We welcome you to Duncan Field for the last series, regular season series this year for the Hastings Sodbusters. PJ Laux gets the first man he faces and faces Josh Printer. Josh is getting better and better as the season goes along, puts one in the air. Pretty well struck to left field, but Jacob Perrin, he'll find the measure of that and make the catch for out number 2. Printer swings at the second pitch and retired for the second out. 2 up, 2 down for Laux. Now here's Ryan Jarvis. According to the players, everybody's favorite player. If you haven't seen the new video on our social media, go check that one out. Ryan Jarvis, Michigan native, sends one right back up the middle. It's a base hit. Ryan Jarvis keeps on hitting. He adds to his team-leading hits column with his 45th hit of the summer. Jarvis has gotten it going. He now extends his hit streak to 5 straight games. Had a hit in each of the games up in Oahe as well as the Bison game. So he's now hitting 5 straight. Dino Morales is the next batter. And Dino also raised his average over the road trip. Now hitting .272, puts a charge into one to center field. Paul Schuyler going back and makes the catch for out number 3. The 2-out single is left stranded. And PJ Laux, pretty efficient in the first inning, as was Miller. So a good inning for the first 2 pitchers of the ball game. No score, with the prospects coming up in the second.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue Fork Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook. No score after the first inning of play, as we send you back to Marcus Miller on the bump. Very efficient in the first inning, throwing just 14 pitches on 9 strikes to get the prospects down 1-2-3 in order. In a reference to that, PJ Laux only throwing 10 pitches. Did allow a base runner. But here we go. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the prospects. Corey Kozad leads things off, and he swings at the first pitch and sends it to Josh Printer, who bobbles it, recovers, throws over, and still gets his man. Josh Printer with a little boot there, but no problem. He stays with it, and how about the stretch by Tyler Sardelli at first base to save the shortstop of an error. Old 6-3 put out on the scorecard. Again, no pictures there, so no problem for the Busters to start things off. High strike is called to J.D. DePrima for the Nebraska prospects in the 5 spots. DePrima is a Omaha native and goes to school at Northwestern State, the Demons. 11 games, a .167 average, just 5 hits. 2 of those are doubles, though. Miller's 1-1, check swing, called a strike anyways. It's 1-2. So other games in the Independence League tonight to watch as well. Spearfish against Casper and Fremont against Oahe. Pitch number 4 is outside and away for ball 2. Miller on the mound working quickly, about 78 to 80 on his fastball so far. Misses down low, now the count runs full, 3-2. Four up, 4 down so far for Marcus Miller, but faces his first 3-ball count here. And fouled it back to the screen. That one might have been up in the zone, but DePrima, pretty tall fellow. Never know with him. 3 RBIs, 4 walks, 14 strikeouts for DePrima this summer. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went to the curveball and it drops off the table. DePrima goes down swinging. First punch out for Marcus Miller. Trent Berry will be the batter with 2 outs here in the first inning. 5 straight retired by Marcus. Trent Berry is a Bishop Newman guy, went to from Wahoo, and one of the Northeast Community College guys, so I'm sure he knows a few guys on the Sodbuster roster. He takes a breaking ball right over there for strike 1. Miller working quick and efficiently. Ground ball hits pretty well to shortstop. Printer, no problem scooping that one up, and it's 3 up, 3 down once again. 5 groundouts and a strikeout so far for Marcus Miller, who is perfect through 2 innings. We go to the bottom of the second inning on Sodbuster Baseball.
Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com. Make your next pit stop at the Coach's Corner. A friendly staff and a deep lineup of snacks. You can find Coach's Corner in North Hastings on Osborne Drive East. More than just a gas station, Coach's Corner is the place to get delicious pizza made fresh for you and your family. Don't take our word for it. It's so good it'll be featured at selected Sodbuster home games this season. For a convenient and clean experience, be sure to check out the new convenience store in North Hastings, Coach's Corner.
Back for the bottom of the second inning on Sodbuster Baseball. I'm Ryan Valenta, bringing you Game 1 of this 4-game series to round out the regular season of the Independence League. And Tyler Sardelli is going to get us going here. To start things off, Yamato Sato and Jackson Crane are set to follow against P.J. Laux. And the prospects, they need some good innings and good outs for Mr. Laux, as they are short-handed. They've got some guys, pretty sure that their 2 guys, Paul Schuyler and Colton Homolka, in center and right field. They are normally pitchers, but with their short-handedness tonight, being forced to play the field, we could probably see them at some points. Only 3 available guys in the dugout for the Nebraska prospects tonight. Tyler Sardelli is the batter. He's still pretty much fresh off the boat, and he sends one back up the middle. A sliding stop made by the second baseman Borner, but he'll have no play. It's an infield single for Tyler Sardelli, already his 5th hit in just 3+ games as a Hastings Sodbuster. He's an Arkansas Tech Wonder Boy, and he's kind of picked up where Sawyer Duddleston left off, taking his number 18 spot, playing first base, and continuing the Arc Tech pipeline. Yamato Sato swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul. Sato, the Tokyo native, Goes to school at Nihon Sports Science Academy. 194 average this summer, and that one hits him right in between the numbers on the breaking ball, and he will go to first base on the hit by pitch. Sardelli advances to second, 2 on with nobody out. And here's one of the hottest guys on the team right now, at least for the weekend series, Jackson Crane. Jackson Crane in the Milwaukee series went 4 for 6, and he's going to have another hit and drive home a run. Sardelli hits the bag, and he will score easily. RBI single for Jackson Crane to get the Busters up 1-0 in the second inning. Didn't even get a chance to talk about how good of a weekend Crane had. Went 4 for 6 in Game 2 of the series. That was when they had that 19-run outburst. Tristan Byer swings in the first pitch, and that could be 2. It's off the base, though. A bad throw by the second baseman, Drew Borner. And what should have been a tailor-made double play only results in 1 out for the Nebraska Prospects. Jackson Crane is forced out at second. Tristan Byer is safe at first base. And you got to hate that if you're the Prospects. You would have had 2 outs. Now the Sodbusters can put something in the air to the outfield and score a run on the sac fly if they can do that. It's Drew Vega, who not usually the guy known to put the ball in the air. Kind of strictly a ground ball line drive guy. He does put one in the air this time to short center field. Skyler races on and makes the catch. Sato's going to tag. The throw is on one hop, and Sato's in there. Takes up some earth with him, but he slides in just ahead of the tag. Hand first, it's an RBI sac fly for Drew Vega, and 2 on the board for the Hastings Sodbusters in the second inning. Yamato Sato taking a risk there. That ball was not deep at all. And Skyler did what he's supposed to do, throw it right on one hop. But the catcher, J.D. DePrima, not able to get the tag down in time. So it's now 2-0. Sardelli and Sato are home. And back to the top of the order in Taylor Gill, who takes strike 1. And as we know, even though if Laux gets down or behind, he still works quick. 0-1 is swung on the breaking ball, hit into shallow center field. Going to be a tough play, and it's the second baseman, Drew Borner, in a good depth of the outfield, making the play for the final out of the inning. Sodbusters get a pair, though, on a couple of hits and a prospect error, and we go to the third inning. Busters up 2-0.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
We go to the third inning, 2-0, as the Sodbusters are in front, 2-0. RBI single from Jackson Crane and a sacrifice fly from Drew Vega gives the Sodbusters the lead and stakes Marcus Miller out to a 2-run lead as well. And, you know, he pitches with momentum as well, so he'll look for some of that to get the prospects keep going down, as Miller's retired them in order in the first 2 innings, so it's 7, 8, and 9 due up. And for the first batter of the prospects, third inning, here trailing 2-0, P.J. Laux is going to get his first at-bat of the summer season. He is a pitcher only, but with the prospects not having enough guys, they are forced to have their pitchers hit. And Laux getting his first at-bat. Takes ball one just down low, and wouldn't be surprised to see if this is probably just going to be the theme for him, is pretty much just taking almost everything. It's inside 2-0, and the prospect dugout really trying to help out their pitcher there, who is laid off the first two pitches. Taking a look at last year's stats, P.J. Laux had 4 at-bats in the summer season and was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. 2-0 pitch. That one finds the bottom of the zone, according to home plate umpire Daniel Roth. Doing the plate work tonight, Bill Bivens is out doing the field umpiring. 2-1 from the lefty. He puts a good swing on it, but fouls it out of play. It's 2-2. Sure, plenty of these guys had plenty of batting practice in high school, and will take some swings when they can. So Laux can swing it. 2-2 pitch, low and in. It's 3-2. There's one thing you don't want to do is walk the pitcher. That is for sure. The payoff pitch from Marcus Miller. Hit on the ground, going to be a tough play for Josh Printer. Throws off balance and makes the throw in time. Josh Printer, goodness gracious, just always seems to be one step ahead and knows exactly how to handle those tough plays. Laux goes diving in head first, so he may be a pitcher, but putting everything on the line for his team. Love to see the athleticism there. So another ground out for Marcus Miller, and there's a swing and a miss by Colton Homolka. Homolka fresh out of high school and fresh off a Class B state championship win for the Norris Titans. Here in Nebraska, fouls that off of his arm. It's 0-2 to Colton Homolka. And looking at the stats, this is also his first at-bat this summer. So pitcher by trade, 2 pitchers doing some work at the plate tonight. He shows bunt with an 0-2, pulls it back, high and away for ball 1, 1-2. Outfield shifted slightly to the right. You can see Taylor Gill out in center field, playing a little bit over to the second base side. Breaking ball misses way outside. It's 2-2. 2 guys in a row for the prospects getting their first at-bats of the summer. And Miller's taken a few more pitches than he would have liked to retire them, and that one not close, and once again the count is full, 3-2. So Miller got ahead 0-2, now it's 3-2. Can he finish him off? Soft fly ball, but it will be right at Drew Vega. And fortunate enough, Homolka might have chased ball 4 out of the zone. And it's 8 up, 8 down for Marcus Miller. And now to the bottom of the order in Paul Schuyler. Paul Schuyler playing center field. Again, he's one of the guys who primarily is a pitcher. Takes ball 1 outside, and I apologize, Paul Schuyler not a pitcher for the prospects. Must have had him confused with somebody else. Schuyler, 17 games in the field, 270 average. He ropes one down the left field side, but it will hook foul. That one had a lot of hook on it. Looked good initially off the bat, but that one was about 20 feet foul to the left field line. Schuyler, 270 average, 10 hits this summer in 17 games, a couple of doubles, a home run, and 6 runs driven in. Miller looking for the final out of the inning. Misses up high, 2 balls and 1 strike. So Schuyler hitting well above the team average of 227, over 40 points higher. 2-1 pitch popped up on the first base side. Sardelli gives it a look by the fence, and he has room and makes the catch in foul territory. 3 up, 3 down again. Miller has set down the lineup in order through 3 innings. It remains a 2-0 ball game with the Sodbusters looking for more after this.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
Hastings Sodbusters baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Miller time at the ballpark, proving good dividends so far. Marcus has set down the prospects order. The first 9 hitters, and the Busters will try and get some more run support for him with Josh Printer to lead things off, 2, 3, and 4 for the Sodbusters. Already making their second time through the lineup here in the 3rd inning. But P.J. Laux, very efficient. He's not even waiting for his defense to get set on the field. Had his left and fielder and shortstop. They saw he was set on the mound, and they scrambled to get to their positions. Fortunately, way outside, and no swing for Printer. He flew out on the first pitch to left field. And first pitches, those have been the theme for Laux so far. He has been very efficient. Even though he's given up 2 runs and 3 hits in 2 innings, he's only thrown 20 pitches coming into this inning. Printer goes fish at a pitch in the dirt, 2-1 the count. Printer 0 for 1 tonight, but still improving his summer average. Grounds it to third. Tough in between hop. The scoop made, the throw over in time. Trent Berry at third base. Sparkling play by the prospect third baseman for the first out of the inning. Not an easy task, especially with the sun in your eyes at this hour as well, but he makes the play on both ends. So Ryan Jarvis gets another at-bat. He has 1 of the 3 Sodbuster hits so far. And Jarvis steps in. Laux immediately to work. First pitch Bender misses down low. Laux not throwing above 74 miles an hour yet tonight, and that's kind of where he's been with his fastball so far. And his breaking ball even slower. Lined and caught just off the shoe stops of the shortstop, Braden Smith. The Iowa Western Reaver makes the play for out number 2 on the soft lineout. So now it's Dino Morales. Laux delivers the first pitch. It's in there for strike 1. Dino checked his swing, but didn't matter. Nothing and 1 with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Pitch number 2 down low, 1-1. Dino in the Bison series, the last time we saw them, had a home run in that series at Ryder Park in Grand Island. There goes the bat, look out! Fortunately, the flying lumber reaches the stands, but it misses everybody. And Dino will have to get some stick-em on the lumber there. Quite a few fans over there, but hit the bleachers. Fortunate enough. Usually you see a bat go flying on a swing and miss. Dino actually got a piece of that and fouled it off. He gets a new stick, and the 1-2 pitch is bounced up in there in front of home plate for ball 2. Well, Laux has to throw at least more than 10 pitches now this inning. Here's pitch number 32. Too low for ball 3. The count runs full. Laux, the Creighton Prep graduates, working quickly, and Dino swings over the breaking ball for a strikeout. The first punch out for P.J. Laux, and the Sodbusters go down in order, 1, 2, 3. We're speeding along here at Duncan Field. It's still 2-0 with the Prospects coming up in the 4th inning.
At Hastings College, we celebrate all the ways you shine. From more than 20 athletic teams to band, choir, theater, and art, plus esports, creative writing, speech, and media. Join in to earn a scholarship and find your people, the friends you'll hang out and have fun with. It's what makes Hastings great. So check out Hastings College, where your experience matters, in the classroom and in the activities you love to do. Visit us at hastings.edu.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen, a tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back, or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Bottom of the 4th inning here, top of the 4th inning at Duncan Field, where we are cruising right along.
That's okay, right?
It is. Scott Galusha joins us up in the booth, and barely over half an hour of game time. We're on pace to finish this an hour 45 tonight.
I don't know if
I'm well okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that. A little warm out there today. It's been a long day, pretty hot all day, but always a good day to play baseball, and our kids have got off to a pretty decent start, so that's good.
Decent start indeed. Marcus Miller back out there for his 4th inning of work, just 40 pitches in 3 innings, and he has set the Prospects down in order so far. 9 up, 9 down, back to the top of the order in Drew Borner, who takes strike 1. So what is it tonight? We got a date for everybody tonight, or what do you think it is, Scott?
You mean for today?
Yes. It seems like nobody wants to be here. They want to get this game over with and get on to better things. 4-game series though.
Yeah,
so.
4-game series. In the past we've had some trouble getting enough guys to finish the year, and right now that's kind of the position that the Prospects are in. They got 12 guys in the dugout tonight, which is fine. That's enough to play. They got 2 pitchers that are hitting, but they're having fun, and that's what summer baseball is about. They're still really good players, and remember, all those college pitchers used to be pretty good hitters in college or in high school, so they know what they're doing. But it doesn't sound like they're going to get maybe 15 or 16 tomorrow and hoping for a couple more this weekend. But that's kind of what the end of the year looks like, and we're really proud of our guys. We've had a couple guys that need to go home, but for the most part, that roster is there and working hard, and so we're happy for it.
Good stuff. Just a moment ago, Drew Borner is the first hit and the first base runner for the Nebraska Prospects as he singles to left field to break up a 3-inning no-no and perfecto for Marcus. Had 9 up, 9 down, and he has 5 ground outs, a strikeout, and a couple of pop-outs through those first 9 batters. The single to Borner has the leadoff man on, and Braden Smith up for just the second time, one of the brand-new guys on the team from Iowa Western Community College, and he almost takes the head off of Miller. Back-to-back singles for the Prospects here in the 4th inning.
Good start for them, but I like the early contact. I mean, at this time of year, you're playing the pitch count game just as much as you're playing the regular game, and so with 4 left, you got to how many innings you got, how many pitches you got. So really happy with that early count for them, but we'll get back after it.
Depending how the season goes, could be Marcus's last starts of the season. Usually takes about a week off in starts, and one of the home-only guys. So unless Sodbusters may need him on Sunday, could be the last Miller time of the year. Jacob Perrin sends it down the right field line, but it will get foul and out of the reach of Jackson Crane. Jacob Perrin, the beer batter tonight.
It all depends on how many pitches Marcus goes and how he feels. I would guess if Marcus, if he's still throwing strikes, we're going to go as long as we can with Marcus and see how many we can get, and we'll just figure it out Sunday when we get to Sunday.
Definitely, with 4 games to go, want to manage those arms the best you can. And Marcus, we told you, has pitched at least 6 innings in 3 of his last 4 starts.
Yeah, he's looked like the Marcus Miller that I know and love. You know, he's getting early pitch action, early count action, and even a few strikeouts in there. But, you know, sometimes Marcus has tendency to nibble a little bit more than he needs to, and that gets him in trouble from time to time. If Marcus isn't walking people, we're going to have a chance to win.
0-2 pitch to the beer batter. Up high and away for ball 1. That's a point I brought up earlier in the game, too. Marcus, in his 8th appearance now, only has 5 walks this summer, which, like you said, I feel like he definitely tried to pitch around hitters a little too much last season and got himself in trouble, but that has been a thing that he has limited for the most part this season.
Yeah,
and
and
the
the
1-2 pitch outside for ball 2.
And I'm happy with what we've seen here the last 2 pitches, because 2 starts ago, he gave up 6 hits, and 5 of those 6 hits were on 0-2 pitches.
Oh, yeah, man.
And so we were missing in the strike zone instead of in the right spot. So, both those pitches were competitive but out of the zone, which is good. And now we're going to go right back at him here, probably with a fastball away.
Breaking ball away, and Miller misses.
Didn't
now from
finish that.
0-2 to 3-2. And Miller has had a couple of those counts tonight, but he has been able to retire the guys that he has faced in those counts so far. Fans want a beer batter strikeout here. Give them Miller time.
I want early pitch, early count contact.
Runners go on the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Throw to third is offline. It's a double steal, but the beer batter strikes out for the first out of the inning.
We should have had him there. Motto, I don't think, got that out of his glove right, but I think we would have had him. So good execution by us. Good job by Marcus getting the strikeout. Now we got to hopefully get a ground ball at somebody or maybe a pop-up and try to get out of there and minimize.
Gabe Shemwell, the head coach for the Prospects, rolling the dice there, and he lands on a favorable number. Does get the double steal, but Jacob Perrin goes down swinging. Second punch out for Marcus Miller, and here's Corey Kozad. Takes a breaking ball high up and in. .258 average for the Omaha native. Plays ball at Southeast Community College. Leads the team with 12 walks. Doesn't sound like a lot. It's a Prospect team that hasn't walked a lot, but again in a limited playing time, just 28 games compared to the 40-plus for most of the other teams in the league. It's 2-0 to him.
Now, I haven't fact-checked their coach, but their coach told me that they have 13 1 or 2 loss, 13 1-run or 2-run losses.
Oh, man.
So they've been in a lot of games.
They
just
have.
haven't been able to get over the phone. I didn't fact-check that.
That's probably about right.
The game. Yeah.
2-0 pitch, grounded foul. Yeah, Prospects, I mean, you even told me about before the game. They had a couple games against Fremont, and they actually did have a game against Fremont, their last game where they were up 10-7 in the 9th inning, but Fremont scored 4 runs to steal that game. So the Prospects, while their record may not show it, they have been competitive in most of their games.
Yep, and they're always going to be. It's a good program. They do a good job. They've got good kids. They've got good leadership, and it's really fun to have them in the league. They just beat the pants out of us a couple of years ago. They really, really good and just such a deep roster. So we've played pretty well against them this year, but they've been close games and chances for all those guys to chances for them to win a lot more games than their record indicates.
The Prospects 25-9 last year. 4 of those losses were to Hastings. Somehow the Sodbusters actually, well, they kept it close. Actually, the Prospects won the season series 5-4, but it was very close.
There was a lot of very good games in that deal. So, yep.
Lots of close games.
I know P.J. Laux, who's pitching and actually hitting today. I know his mom. And his mom's, Aaron, if you're watching, hi. I was hoping I'd get to see you one of these times he's pitching. He's pitched against us enough over the last 2 or 3 years. But
yes, he has.
Aaron, if you're watching, hi to you and your family. Hope all is well with you. So,
ball 4 in the turf. Miller walks his first batter tonight.
Hate walks.
Walks are no fun, but it does set up a force out anywhere now, so potential double play opportunity. Bases are loaded with 1 outs. The tying run at second base and the go-ahead run at first base. Time called. Captain Printer will go and talk to his pitcher, and Sato will join in on the conversation. But to your point about PJ, how about him hitting up? Put a mighty swing on one and even dove head first into first base.
I'm not sure at the end of the day, you want your starting pitcher diving to try to beat a ground ball out. But, hey, the effort was there, and good for him. I got a chance to meet him last year. He's a nice young man, And I know Aaron pretty well from a long time ago, and she's from a great family as well. So he's a good kid, and we like it's fun to see. I guess I'd call them sort of friendly faces out there, kids that I've known over the years.
Awesome. JD DePrima bats with the bases loaded. Pitch 1 is way outside, 1-0. Marcus, through the first 3 innings, through 40 pitches total, he's now at 59, has thrown 19 pitches this inning and only recorded 1 out so far. DePrima, 167 average. Pops it up.
Perfect.
On the infield, Printer goes out. Infield fly rule is called. So Printer makes the catch and a big second out on a lazy pop-up from the catcher.
Good job by Marcus. Attacked the upper part of the strike zone that time, and a lot of times that's not where you go when you throw as hard as Marcus. That was probably 77, 78 miles an hour, somewhere in that range, around 80, give or take. But he's really good at hitting all 4 quadrants of the plate, and a good job by Marcus getting a big out with the bases loaded. Now see if we can sneak out of here.
Well, bases loaded, but now with 2 outs, so the infield can go to any base. Outfield just has to make a catch. And Trent Berry trying to get the prospects on the board. 241 average. Check swing at the first pitch. They say didn't go. They check out to the field umpire, and no swing there.
That's such a tough call.
Could go either way, definitely.
Yeah, everybody thinks that's an easy call, and it's really not. Actually, the umpire, that's an okay spot. But if he's at the first base, he can see that pretty well. But that's always a point of everybody doesn't get too happy when those don't go their way, but they're such a difficult call.
Well, the Sodbusters get out of it. Ground ball to Drew Vega, who steps on the second base bag. And
excellent job by minimizing.
Well,
that
minimizing, and how about eliminating totally? The prospects leave the bases loaded after they had the bases loaded with only 1 out. Yep. And they do not come home to score. So they leave 3 on 2 hits and a walk, but they get out of it unscathed. So, Scott, with just 4 games left, I mean, this is the 1 game, 3 games left. Any big happenings at Duncan Field besides really good baseball for the weekend?
Yeah, we're counting on playing some meaningful games in the last weekend of the year, which will be fun. We haven't always done that, and our kids have played really hard this year, and to be right in the mix for the playoffs is something that we're proud of. And I've said it a million times. It's hard for me to say it's not about winning. It's not. That's way down on the list of what we do. But I always said we can do both. And to be in the race with four games to go is nice. And so we're going to play some meaningful baseball this weekend. And it should be fun. It should be nice, typical Nebraska summer. It's going to be hot. Going to be a nice time to have a cold beverage with your friends, whether it's from Tim at the concession stand or up in the beer box. But it should be a nice night to come out for baseball. And our kids are excited to compete. They're a little tired because we had to play 10. We finished the year with 10 games in a row, and that's a tough stretch, especially when it's hot. But we are excited about that. And, Trevor and I start this whole process really in December, and we wait forever to get to baseball. And once we get to baseball, it seems like it goes by pretty quick. But
yes, it does.
So we're happy about that. We're ready to go. We're glad we're competing all the way to the end. And so good things, and we're already starting to turn the page a little bit, talking about some things for 2025. So,
oh boy, the grind never stops.
No, it really doesn't.
It does not.
It just doesn't stop. But yeah. So hey, it's my youngest daughter's birthday. I'm not sure she's watching, but she said she was going to flip it on. But my youngest daughter, Allie, is 22 today, which I was hoping was a typo because that means that I'm 52. But anyway, it is what it is. So happy birthday to Allie. I know she's got some friends with her tonight, so hope she's having a good night. But happy birthday to my youngest, Allie, and hi to Kenny and Cassandra, who's also in Omaha, Amanda and Jared in Norfolk, and Maddie up in Hadley, Massachusetts. So hi, everybody. I think my wife's watching. Hi, she's home. She's lonely today because I got Hank. I got our dog.
Yes.
So our dog's at the game, so Karen is at home without her normal companion in the evening, a baseball name.
It's a 2-1 pitch to Tyler Sardelli. Bloops one in the air to left field, but it will hang up for the left fielder, Jacob Perrin, to make the play. So I have to ask, what brand is Hank? Because he is just an adorable little thing. Well, or I guess a breed, not brand, excuse me.
What brand is he? That's fine, too. Hank is a miniature Labradoodle, and he's 14 pounds, and I call him 14 pounds of fury. So he's doing really good today. He's pretty tired right now. He's been drinking a lot of water, but right now he's in the press box over there because it's a little cooler up there. But he's made the rounds, and everybody wants to pet Hank. And he was at Sam's Club with me today, and everybody wants to pet him at Sam's Club too. So he's a lover boy, and he's fun to have around. My wife and I were pretty apprehensive about having another dog, but Hank's been really good, and I think we're both happy about that.
Hank is the Duncan dog in this final homestand. I love it. Really good guy.
That's the goal. The goal is that I'm going to get him here and just have him hang out with me and follow me around. And we've practiced some, not enough. But the one time we thought he was going to get it right, our guys were practicing, and pretty soon he ended up out by the 408 sign. So we had to go chase him down a little bit. He'll get it. It's just going to take a little while because he's only about 9 months old.
Any little puppy's dream.
Yes.
Yamato Sato goes down on strikes, and the first two have been retired by P.J. Laux.
Yeah.
And he's now retired 6 straight after giving up a couple of runs in the second inning.
There we go.
But there's a single for Jackson Crane, who just keeps on hitting.
Yeah.
A 4-for-6 game in the Oahe series, and he's got a multi-hit game in his first 2 at-bats.
You know, it was unfortunate. Jackson was just starting to swing the bat really well for us and then had that hand injury. And as it turns out, we all kind of thought it was the hamate bone, which is a typical baseball thing, but it's not. It was just a bone bruise. So we were able to get him back and get him some swings, and boy, he's been doing really good.
Pitch on the first pitch. It's thrown away. A bad throw by the third baseman, Trent Berry. That'll go down as an E5. Tristan Byer picking on the first pitch. What should have been out number 3 leads to first and second with 2 outs, and Drew Vega coming up now.
Yeah, and that is so painful for that defense, especially with, you're turning the lineup around, and now you got one of our best hitters that's got an opportunity to stretch that lead a little bit with 2 outs.
Drew Vega drove home a run on a sac fly in the second inning. So he's still looking for his first official plate appearance, but now second on the team in hits. He was the hits leader for a lot of the season. Ground ball through the left side.
Go. Make him
Crane gets the green light. The throw from Perrin in left field is offline, and Crane scores. Good send by Danny Weiser at third base. It's an RBI single for Drew Vega. It's 3-0.
A good throw probably gets him, but put the pressure on the defense, and I like it. Good play by Danny, a good hustle by Jackson, and way to take advantage of that. A little misplay there by the defense, and that's what good things do. Good teams do. They take advantage of those opportunities, and nice job, and let's get another one here from Gilly.
So the first 2 are outs, but then the next 3 reach for the Sodbusters. Taylor Gill back up for the third time. And Gill is 0 for 2 tonight. He'd love to get in on the fun.
He will. This is going to be a base hit to right.
There's a pitch right down the gut for strike 1, 1-1. Sodbusters 3 runs on 5 hits tonight, 2 of them coming this inning, 2 in the second and 1 in the first. All looked like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Smoke down the right field line. If this is fair, it's trouble. It is fair. Just inside the line. 2 runs will score. Gill hits the bag at second. He's on his way to third, and he's going to make it standing up.
Yes.
2-run triple for Gilly.
And away. See, I told you, base hit to right?
You did.
Yeah.
Scott called it right there, and that was picture perfect. Off the wall in one hop. That one went a long ways, too.
It did, yeah, it did. I was surprised it stayed fair. I mean, I peeked out the window. You got to look around a little bit. But, yeah, I thought about halfway through it, I thought it was going to come down foul and kind of straighten out. So good job by Gill to keep that fair. And that air is costly for him, and we just got to keep working. Josh is going to find a barrel here. Again, I like Josh's chances here. He's seen him. This is his third at bat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like Josh's chances in the third at bat against a kid. So
this is just high and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. And I agree with you. I mean, that's hit by Gill. I mean, 9 times out of 10, almost 10 times out of 10, that thing hooks way foul. Printer hard on the ground. It eats up the shortstop Smith. Another run is home. A hard hit ball, and it is 6-0. The Sodbusters putting up a crooked number here in the 4th.
Did they call that an error? Because I don't think.
We will see officially. I would give him a hits there.
I would too. You know, he hit that ball hard, and he hooked it, and so that ball, that he had to play that on a short hop. I mean, that would have been a nice play, but that's a hit. since I'm the one in charge, I'll get that switched. Matter of fact, I'm going to text Andy right now.
Make sure that Andy scores it a single. It
That's
should be
right.
up here any second now. Regardless, it's 6-0. 4 runs have come home, and they do give him an infield single.
Good.
And it's an RBI for Josh Printer, and give him his team-leading 26th RBI.
Yeah, he's been
summer season.
Very consistent, and boy, has he played a dynamite shortstop for us. I know he's got a couple errors that he'd like to have back, but he's made some phenomenal plays from deep in the hole. Matter of fact, I wasn't completely sure those were plays he could make, and he's made them time and time again.
Oh, that's that one play. I mean, to start things off in the game, that was a good play.
That was
and then
against Laux.
Against Laux, yep. But that was his
deep in the
first
hole.
at bats where
Yep.
Laux went diving in, and then even Kozad too, the first batter of the second inning. Printer made a nice play there where he bobbled it, but was able to recover.
Yeah.
And there's a walk to Ryan Jarvis, and after recording 2 outs to start off, 6 straight have reached for the Sodbusters.
Yeah, good at bats here, and that's what you need to do, especially late. I mean, all the time, but especially late in the year. You just continue to tax those arms and get in the bullpen, and then, our kids. I gotta give our kids a lot of kudos. I'm sure you were watching because you're a Sodbuster like me. I don't miss a game. Matter of fact, I hardly ever watch any other baseball other than our guys. Just it's so fun when you get to know these kids. But we were down 7-0, and I happened to be at my parents' house, and my dad said, "Are you worried?" I said, "Not at all."
Yep.
Our kids, they're just going to compete. I mean, they've been down a handful of occasions, and they've been very consistent. And when they have a good approach at the plate, they're not out of any game. And so that was really impressive that they were able to come back from 7-1, and they just continue to move the line. And Sardelli's been a nice addition. Tristan Byer at the end of the year has done a solid job behind the plate for us. So, and then we've had to have guys step up and eat some innings for us. Luke Ray has done a good job at eating some innings for us. Not always the greatest numbers in the world, but he's been able to eat some innings, which is so important in summer baseball.
Dino Morales grounds out to third base. 9 Sodbusters come to the plate in the 4th inning, and 4 of them score. The guys bat around as they get some big runs here in the 4th inning. They lead it 6-0, and like you said, the guys having to step up in a big role, losing some big arms in the early part of the second half of the season, but they have stepped up, gotten some good guys to come in and pitch some long relief and pitch multiple innings, and like you said, and even Coach has said before the season, who can pitch? If you can pitch, you're going to pitch.
Yeah.
And they have surely done that this summer.
Jack Borgman did a nice job in Ojai with 2 scoreless innings, and he's on the docket again tonight, which is nice. And the pitchers that we lost, they were scheduled to go home. It's not like they wanted to go home.
Sure.
That was just kind of the schedule. So and it's tough when when 4th of July gets here. You got to say bye to Jude Sundquist and Jack Kruger. Those 2 guys were just phenomenal for us. Danny Higginbotham and his staff at South Dakota State. They got some kids that really do a nice job, and they're good humans first, which is so impressive. And then, James Velasquez, who had such a phenomenal year at Hastings College. We had him penciled in for 45 innings. He threw, 3 1/3, maybe 5, but he got hurt.
Yep.
And so that was unfortunate. Nate Masser, who was our number 1 guy as soon as Jack and Jude left, and he got hurt right in the middle of there too. So we've done a good job at just competing night in and night out on the bump and doing a good job. And I tell you what, our defense has been pretty good. And when we don't walk people, we got a chance to win every night.
Top of the 5th inning, it's 6-0. Marcus Miller back out on the mound for his 5th inning of work. And 6-0 here. Checking out other games in the Independence League. Fremont well ahead of Oahe right now, 8-3.
Don't want to hear that.
That's still early on, but Casper and Spearfish deadlocked at 1. That's still early on.
Got to put your Casper hat on today. We need Casper to win today.
Ground ball to the right side. Drew Vega snares it and throws out P.J. Laux. And the pitcher showing he can put some good swings on the ball, but he's 0 for 2 tonight.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
After we were absolutely blazing through the first 2 innings, Sodbusters on defense, they strand the bases loaded in the 4th and score 4 runs. So back to a little bit of a don't want to say a lull here because we're definitely still way ahead of schedule, and if Marcus can keep pumping the strike zone like that,
absolutely,
we are in for a good treat. This is Colton Homolka, who one of the other guys pitching on mainly for the Prospects, getting his first at-bat in the 3rd inning. He now bats in the 5th. He popped out to second base, and he almost swings out of his shoes there at strike 2. And
it's so important. We bat around in the bottom of the 4th. If Marcus can come out there and hang a 0 and make it quick, that's just demoralizing for that offense. So, good spot there. That's just in the right on the white, off the plate. A good 0-2 pitch there by Marcus, and that makes me happy because that was a point of emphasis with Marcus. So this is big. We can get out of here. 2 quick outs would be nice, and there it is.
Comebacker to Marcus. He waits on it, snares it, tosses over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And for a team, like you said, that is they're really playing on fumes with limited guys, just having to do anything they can. Homolka, another pitcher, grounds out for the first time tonight. He's 0 for 2 and back to the bottom of the order for the final out of the 5th inning.
All right, let's get another quick out. That's just 5 pitches this inning. If he could get I would just love a single pitch inning. That'll just save us another inning out of the bullpen. There it is.
Pitch on the outside corner. Daniel Roth behind the plates, and Bill Bivin out at the field for our umpires tonight. Sun's starting to creep in on the infield. Still not yet quite covering the pitcher's mound, but covering the right side of the infield, and gets tricky with the left side of the infielders, trying to battle the sun on anything with a line drive or softly in the air.
Yep, I hear you. That left side is tough at this time of night. And as soon as I'm done with you, which will be after this half inning, I think, I'll get the lights on. But
all right.
Can't do both because I got a call.
And the wind's not really a factor tonight either. The flag out in center field line pretty much still when we see it's mostly blowing in here.
Yeah, that's pretty standard, but we could really use a little breeze because it's not only it's hot, it's sticky. It's been a multiple shirt day. So, yep, there we go. Good.
There's
quick
the 3 up, 3 down inning.
That's
Vega catches it, and Miller has retired 5 straight, and he's through 5 scoreless innings, only allowing 2 hits so far.
Perfect.
And the Hastings native is mowing him down early on. Scott, thank you for coming up. Also want to thank you. We got Mike Bovey, former Hastings sodbuster, and he's got his rookie card up here with the Milwaukee Brewers, all the way up in Double-A now. And love this, a 324 average, and he's doing pretty good so
he's
far.
hitting the ball really well, and we're proud of him. You know, I just got a chance to meet him, and I would consider him a friend. And when I text him, he texts me back, and so it's really special when you get to know these kids, and that's the part of this league that it's just you don't even notice. But the friendships over the years are so great. But I got to quickly say hi to my last few people, and then I'm out of here because I got grandkids. So, Jake, hopefully you're watching. And Bestie, maybe you guys are watching. I know you guys love baseball down there in Virginia. And then Cal, Big C in Omaha. Hopefully you're paying attention. But Grandpa says hi. We love you. And we'll see you later. Go Busters. Thanks, Ryan.
Appreciate it, Scott. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning after this short break.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
We're back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Thank you to Scott Galusha for providing some good insights over Sodbuster baseball and everything Hastings here in the recent going. Tyler Sardelli set to lead things off. He led off the 4th inning, that big 4-run 4th inning just a few moments ago, and flew out. So he's still looking for his second hit. He had a hit in the 2nd inning. Sardelli picked up his 5th hit of the summer in just 4 games so far. Pitch down low 2-1. PJ Laux back and working just as quick as ever. Now with 60 pitches, had a little bit of a rough go around. Breaking ball low and in, it's 3-1. Sardelli, the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boy. Now 5 hits this summer, 4 runs driven in already, and been very solid at first base. Got things going with a pretty nice play, and he works a walk. Sardelli's on for the 2nd time. He's now 1 for 2, and brings up Yamato Sato. Sato was taken care of pretty easily in his last at-bat in the 4th inning, where he struck out swinging after facing ball 1, and Laux threw him a steady dose of curveballs to retire him on the next 3 pitches. And he keeps that trend going with another breaking ball. It's 0-1. Sato 0 for 1 tonight. He was hit by a pitch, grounds it. It's fair, and it eats up the third baseman, Trent Berry, into left field, and everybody is safe. Tough play for the third baseman Berry to make. We'll see how they score it, if it's a hit or an error. And here comes Gabe Shemwell taking a look out at the prospect bullpen, and keep in mind they are very short-handed tonight. Don't have too many guys to go to, but it appears that they are going to make a change. We've got a new guy running out from the bullpen, so we will have a new prospect pitcher after the short break on Sod Buster Baseball.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen, a tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
New arm for the prospects, and he comes on in the bottom of the 5th inning. P.J. Laux has departed after 4+ innings pitched. The Sodbusters had his number tonight. He gave up 6 runs on 7 hits. His defense commits 2 errors behind him, and they will go to the right arm of Jonathan Moffitt, who is making his 5th appearance this summer. Just his 3rd out of the bullpen, 12 2/3 innings pitched. Has a 6.08 ERA, 0-2 record, 13 hits, 15 runs, 14 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Sodbusters have seen him already this year, back on June the 23rd, where he went 2 2/3 innings, ended up taking the loss in the Sodbuster win, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts in that appearance. But again, the prospects only with about a dozen guys available in tonight's game, and Moffitt's a starter/long reliever. They will hope to get at least a few more innings out of him because they may not have too many other people to go with tonight, but they're hoping to get a few more guys for reinforcements throughout the week. Again, not sure the actual reason why prospects are so short, but the Sodbusters are taking advantage of it tonight. They lead it 6-0, 4 in the 4th inning, 2 in the 2nd inning. And it was the even-numbered innings for P.J. Laux that gave him the fits. In innings 1 and 3, he only allowed 1 base runner in those 2 combined games. But Laux walks the first guy in this inning and has his defense commit an error behind him, and his day is done here in the 4th. And Moffitt takes over against Jackson Crane, who takes inside for ball 1. Crane 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and an RBI. And Jackson has his 4th multi-hit game of the summer season. A couple of those 4-hit games like he did, and that one hits him on the elbow, and ouch. Didn't really try to get anything off of that, and Crane gets on base the hard way and the painful way. So now it's bases loaded with nobody out, and a real fiasco here for the prospects, with the Busters threatening to bust this baby wide open if it isn't already. Sodbusters were down by 6 in Oahe, came roaring back. You don't really ever feel comfortable with any sort of lead in the Independence League. As good teams, pretty much any team, can come back and make something happen, even the prospects. First two have missed to Tristan Byer. Pops it up. Shallow outfield. Skyler comes racing in, and he will make the catch. No chance to tag. The throw comes home, and everybody will stay put. It's the first out of the inning for Byer, who flies out. The bases remain loaded, and the end of the lineup for the third time already in Drew Vega. Vega singled home a run in the fourth and sacrificed a run home in the second inning. So Vega not really an RBI guy since he's been a leadoff hitter a lot this season. Picks up RBIs 14 and 15 so far tonight. Takes a big swing and a miss at the first pitch from Moffitt. Jonathan Moffitt's a Millard West graduate. He is fresh off of a Class A state championship title with the Wildcats just a few months ago. And he's ahead in the counts 0-2. Millard West winning their second Class A state championship title in Nebraska high school baseball in the past 3 years. They were runners-up in the season that they didn't win it 2 years ago. 0-2, and Vega strikes out on 3 fastballs as he cannot catch up to the 84-mile-an-hour fastball there. So Vega's retired for the second time tonight. Back to the top of the order for the fourth time in Taylor Gill. Sodbusters on the verge of squandering a big opportunity here for some insurance runs. First pitch shaves off the outside corner for strike 1 to Gill. Gill a quiet 0-for-2 start, but then a laser beam of an 2 RBI triple his last at-bat. Pitch down low, and Sodbusters also have to adjust to the velocity change as well. Laux in the middle to low 70s. Moffitt in the middle to low 80s here. Pitch hit on the ground to the right side. The second baseman Borner makes the play, and the prospects get out of bases loaded, nobody out, and do not allow a run. That's got to give the prospects some momentum here. Sodbusters still will have a 6-0 lead as we played 5 complete, with the prospects coming up in the 6th inning.
Hastings Sodbusters baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com.
5 complete. It's a 6-run lead for the Hastings Sodbusters, and Marcus Miller back out for his 6th inning of work. With a 6-run cushion here in Game 1 of this 4-game series, the final home series at Duncan Field in the regular season. Ryan Valenta, thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. And good weekend of baseball coming up. And Sodbusters, like Scott Galusha said last inning, playing some meaningful games here. Don't remember the exact dates, but it was known well before the final few weeks of the season that the Sodbusters would not be contending for a playoff spot. So just to have the opportunity, or still talk about the opportunity with just 4 games left to go, is a healthy sight for the Sodbusters. 10 games over 500 for the second time this season. And the Prospects will bring their top of the order up in the 6th inning for the 3rd time. Drew Borner bats, and Miller delivers outside, ball 1. Just 2 hits for the Prospects. Those came in back-to-back fashion in Borner and the man on deck, Braden Smith. In the last few at-bats. High fly ball, left field, and the catch is made by Ryan Jarvis. A couple of pitches and 1 out for Marcus Miller. And he has been on tonight. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter, I believe. This is Bodie Waller now batting. Waller did not make the starts, and unless I'm missing a number wrong, might still be Smith. Have a number wrong there. Up and in there. I mean, I should know. Technically cousins with the Wallers, and I think we just have a wrong number, and I have 21 at the plates. That appears to be Smith's number. He's 1 for 2, and he puts a charge into center field, and a diving, sliding grab made by Taylor Gill, robbing Braden Smith of a base hit. Excellent play by the Ohio Bobcats to record the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down. Put a star next to that one if you're keeping score at home. Excellent play. First pitch just misses to Jacob Perrin. Perrin is the beer batter who obliged on strikes, his last at-bat in the 4th inning, and is 0 for 2 tonight. Line drive to left field, and it falls for a base hit. Perrin with the hits, and just his, not just, but his 17th hit of the summer. And he's on with 2 outs, 3rd hit for the Prospects tonight. And that breaks a streak of 7 straight retired by Marcus Miller. But no harm yet. Still plenty ahead. Corey Kozad takes a high strike for strike 1 on the fastball. Miller's fastball velocity in the high 70s to around the 80-mile-an-hour range. His typical velocity from the left-handed side. Time called. Kozad steps out and will take a second. Be interesting to see who the Prospects go with in their late half of the order. That one's fouled off, and that got Yamato Sato in a unprotected spot somewhere, who feels a little bit of that, and home plate umpire Daniel Roth will be courteous and walk a new ball out to Miller. Corey Kozad tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out and walked. And that walk, the only walk of the game so far for Marcus Miller. So it's now an 0-2 pitch. After Sato gets a breather. Runner at first is Jacob Perrin on the 2-out single. Runner goes, doesn't matter, strike 3. As Kozad goes down swinging, 3rd strikeout for Marcus Miller. The 2-out single does not come home to score. 6 scoreless innings for Mr. Miller time. It's 6-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the Busters coming up.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back, or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs, We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
6-0 ball game. 6 beautiful innings from Marcus Miller at On the Bump, and the prospects into their bullpen. Jonathan Moffitt making a late exit from the dugout to get back out for his first full inning of work. Say first full as Moffitt came on in the middle of the 5th inning, but ended up retiring the 3 outs there. He hit the first batter he faced, but then retired the next 3 in order. The prospects getting out of bases loaded with nobody out, with no damage done last half of the inning. And the Busters are sending up 2, 3, and 4. Hastings making their 4th time through the lineup so far already in tonight's contest here in the 6th inning. Some score updates from around the league. Fremont now up 9-4 on the Oahe Zap, and Fremont's a team you would love to have lose tonight. Fremont and Spearfish both a game ahead of the Sodbusters in the season standings. And they hold the season series against the Hastings Sodbusters, so if somehow those two teams are tied in second place at the end of the season, then the title would go to Fremont. Josh Printer bats. He's ahead 2-0. Casper is also beating Spearfish 3-2. And we are big Casper fans tonight as well. A loss for Spearfish and a win for the Sodbusters would even them out in league standings. Moffitt's missed with the first 3 pitches. Printer has the green light 3-0, but swings and misses at strike 1. Josh Printer tonight 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 4th inning. Way outside for ball 4. It's a walk for Jonathan Moffitt, his first tonight. It's a leadoff base runner for the Hastings Sodbusters. Sodbusters with a lot of success in their road series against Oahe. 16 runs in Game 1, 19 runs in Game 2, and a measly 6 runs in the final game of the series. 41 runs over 3 games sets you up for success pretty much 10 out of 10 games. Sodbusters hit .358 against Oahe, 44 hits to go along with it. Pitch down low and called a strike. 1-1 to Ryan Jarvis. Jarvis with a hit in his first at-bats. Extends his hitting streak to 5 straight games. And has a team best 45 hits this summer season. Strike 2, another corner strike. And beautifully placed by Jonathan Moffitt. Now the 1-2 pitch. The righty pitches to the lefty. Softly hits to the left side. The shortstop will go to second and get the force out there. Heads up play by Braden Smith to make the right play and get Printer at second base and get the lead runner. So Ryan Jarvis reaches on the fielder's choice. He's been on base 3 times tonight now and brings up Dino Morales. Quiet 0 for 3 night for Dino. You'd love to get him going. He's got a 4-game hit streak in the balances as well. 3 of those games he has hit for multi-hits. Dino, a 46-game starter for York University in the spring and hit .374. That one high and tight. Dino gets out of the way. Dino looking for his first hit with 1 out. The 1-1, just inside, now 2-1. Moffitt's had 23 pitches so far now tonight. Pitch, check swing, and Dino did not go around. And a good block by the catcher, DePrima, to keep it in front. They check out to the field umpire and appeal no swing. It's 3-1. Now here is pitch with Dino in the driver's seat from Moffitt. Low and away, ball 4, second walk of the inning. For Moffitt, it's 2 on with 1 out. Tyler Sardelli comes up. Love the walk-up music for Tyler. Get some Rihanna going. Love that. So it's 2 on with 1 out. And Sardelli looking for another hit. He led off his start tonight with a hit in the second inning. He has also flown out and walked. 1 for 2 tonight. 6-0 ball game. The Sodbusters getting 2 in the second and 4 in the fourth. Prospects still with the goose egg in the run column. Clouds are partially covering the sun here. Still a little bit of sunshine, but not in full force here at Duncan Field tonight. Sardelli takes a low strike. 2-1. Still enough to make the left fielder Jacob Perrin cover his eyes when those pitches are coming in. And Trent Berry at third base with the shades on. 2-1 just misses. It's 3-1. Hitters count for Tyler Sardelli in just his 4th game as a Sodbuster. Came on for reinforcement at the first base position. Swings and fouls it off the glove of DePrima. It's 3-2. We saw the Prospects pull off a double steal, first and second, with less than 2 outs. But with a 6-run lead, can't imagine that'll be the case for the Sodbusters. It's not. And Sardelli, foul tip into the glove and strike 3. Moffitt with his second strikeout tonight, and there's 2 out in the inning. It's Yamato Sato coming up with an RBI opportunity. And Yamato, 194 average, 16 hits this summer season. Been pretty much a 1 hit per game type of guy. That pitch misses. Moffitt didn't think so, asks where, and I believe home plate umpire Daniel Roth said it was up. Pitch inside corner strike, 1-1. Yamato 0 for 2, but has reached base twice on a hit by pitch and an error. Moffitt taking a long look at second at Ryan Jarvis and delivers a strike for strike 2. Outfield not playing very deep for Yamato. But we know if he can put a barrel on it, it will go a long way. Downstairs, 2-2. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Sato swings and misses, strike 3, and that is the inning. Sodbusters get their first 3 to reach, and then a fielder's choice and a couple of strikeouts ends the inning. No score in the past couple of innings. It remains 6-0. We go to the 7th inning on Sodbuster Baseball.
At Hastings College, we celebrate all the ways you shine. From more than 20 athletic teams to band, choir, theater, and art, plus esports, creative writing, speech, and media. Join in to earn a scholarship and find your people, the friends you'll hang out and have fun with. It's what makes Hastings great. So check out Hastings College, where your experience matters, in the classroom and in the activities you love to do. Visit us at hastings.edu.
Make your next pit stop at the Coach's Corner, a friendly staff and a deep lineup of snacks. You can find Coach's Corner in North Hastings on Osborne Drive East. More than just a gas station, Coach's Corner is the place to get delicious pizza made fresh for you and your family. Don't take our word for it. It's so good it'll be featured at selected Sodbuster home games this season. For a convenient and clean experience, be sure to check out the new convenience store in North Hastings, Coach's Corner.
We are through 6 innings here at Duncan Field. It remains a 6-0 ball game. The 4-run 4th inning for the Hastings Sodbusters. The last action at home plates. Marcus Miller back out for his 7th inning, and the dress like a Sodbuster race is going to have to hurry up a little bit. Those two youngsters a little slow in getting things going as Miller finishes his warm-up pitches. Oh, we've got one guy on the race and little brother or little guy behind him. Oh, he's catching ground. Big brother wins it by just a hair. Miller, no runs, 3 hits over 6 innings. And what a turnaround season he is having with the Sodbusters this year. We told you that he does give up some hits, and a few of them. But those hits are usually left stranded. And Marcus looking very, very good tonight. Miller's been on the short end of a couple of games where he definitely could have won that the Sodbusters could not hold on to, but in prime position to get his first win this summer tonight. First batter of the Prospect 7th inning is J.D. DePrima, the catcher. He is 0 for 2 tonight, has struck out and popped out. Pitch misses downstairs, 2-0. Miller's had a couple of tough innings where he got into some trouble. Really just one tough inning. That was the 4th inning where he loaded the bases with only 1 out, but got out of it with no damage done. Pitch in there for strike 2 and 1. Miller at 84 pitches rather tonight now. But still no throwing action in the bullpen yet. DePrima sprays it out of play. The Omaha native just with 5 hits this summer season. And has seen limited playing time with the Prospects. 2-2, strike 3 called, a fastball right there. And there's the first out of the inning. DePrima down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 4th punch out for Miller. First out is recorded. Trent Berry comes to the plates. He also 0 for 2. The 4 through 9 hitters hitless. It's been the top 3 guys who have gotten 1 hit each, and that has been it. The 4 through 9 guys hitless through 2 complete orders through the batting lineup. And that's going to change now with Trent Berry with a hit to left field. He hits the bag at first and will hold there. It's a hard hit single down the third base line out of the reach of Dino Morales for a 1-out base runner. So there's a single there. 4th hit for the Prospects. And first for a guy not with the last name of Borner, Smith, or Perrin. Now the first pitch to Jonathan Moffitt, the pitcher getting that at bat, and they throw it to second for 1. On to first is not in time. And the relay, close but not quite. They do get the leadoff runner. Berry's retired at second, and Moffitt will reach on the fielder's choice. So again, with little bench for the Prospects tonight, having to use a lot of pitchers in their batting lineup tonight, but hopefully they will have some more reinforcements tomorrow. Ground ball to the shortstop. Printer tosses to second. Vega steps on the bag. Another very efficient inning for Marcus Miller, who's through 7 scoreless innings. And we go to the stretch time at Duncan Field with a 6-0 Sodbuster lead. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Hastings Sodbusters baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate wood bat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to hastingssodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Bottom of the 7th inning on Sodbuster Baseball. No runs here late, and we'll take it. Sodbusters with a semi-comfortable 6-0 lead over the Nebraska Prospects. Looking for some more here in the 7th inning. They've got their bottom of the order due up 7, 8, and 9. Jackson Crane, Tristan Byer, Drew Vega. Ryan Valenta here in the booth. Flying solo today, and we'll have Steve Stein in the booth for the final 3 games of the season. Or will we? Maybe more coming up for the Sodbusters, but needing some help here. Jackson Crane steps in. He has reached base 3 times tonight and has a 2-hit game already so far. His first multi-hit game came last month against the Plainsmen, where he recorded a 4-hit game and also had a walk-off hit. Crane, half-hearted attempt at it and goes around for strike 1. Jackson Crane, you almost wish he was a guy who never got hurt too. He has been a nice guy at the plates and in the outfield. Chopper to the right side. Borner on the run makes the play for out number 1. Good play by the prospect second baseman, and Crane retired for the first time tonight. We go down to Tristan Byer in the 8th hole. Still looking for his first hit tonight. Byer in a couple of games, just 1 for 7 coming into it. But he is 0 for 3 tonight. Has reached base twice, though, on a fielder's choice and an error, and has scored 1 of the 6 runs. It's a 1-0 pitch. Jonathan Moffitt with pitch number 41 misses outside. Starter P.J. Laux went 4+ innings, was pulled in the middle of the 5th inning, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs, only 2 of them earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Byer way out in front of the breaking ball, 2-1. Got to wonder what would happen had it not been the error from the guy at the plate, Tristan Byer. He put the ball in play to third, and Barry at third baseman threw the ball away, which led to multiple runs, which should have been an inning-ending double play. We could be talking about a 2-0 ball game instead of 6-0 here. Byer plunked by the pitch on the arm, and he will jog down to first base. Appears no worse for wear with a 1-out base runner. Drew Vega bats. Got to shout out the guy walking by. His shirt says, "Surely not everyone was kung fu fighting. I need that shirt." Oh, that's good stuff. Vega takes ball 1 downstairs. I mean, think about it. Was everybody really kung fu fighting? You're telling me everybody was kung fu fighting. That man makes a strong case. 1 on, 1 out. Drew Vega takes strike 1, 1-1. Couple of RBI hits. Well, RBI balls put in play, rather. Sacrifice fly in the 2nd. RBI single in the 4th inning for Vega. And Moffitt got him on 3 pitches last time around, but he's ahead in the count 2-1. Good take by Vega to lay off things. Danny Weiser, the head coach at third for the Sodbusters. Corey Caranda assisting at first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and Vega has not seen the fastball from Moffitt well, and so far in these first 2 times he's faced him. Moffitt has now made it more than once around the Sodbuster batting order. Vega pops it in the air. Foul territory near the prospect dugout. Kozad overrun it. I think he might have had a play there, but was focused on not running into the dugout there. That one, I believe, landed behind him, and he probably could have made that play. So Vega will get a swing on the house with the 2-2 count. At least you make Moffitt throw another pitch. And he's about to throw pitch number 50 now here tonight. Down the right field side, out of play. Remains 2-2. Vega 1 for 2 with his hit tonight. 42 hits this summer. Good for second best on the team. Vega was the king of singles until the road trip, where he had his first 2 extra base hits of the year, and he's going to get another single here. Sent right back up the middle. Vega with the multi-hit game. And he's 2 for 3. Drew Vega ties Ryan Jarvis for 13 multi-hit games this summer now. So before the road trip, Vega was 39 hits, all 39 of them singles, but his 2 hits over the weekend were doubles. In our new skit on our website, we do the Passing the Phone challenge, and that's Vega's line, passing the phone to the king of singles. He still is, but he can at least say he's got a few extra base hits now. But give him 2 singles tonight. It's first and second with 1 out. Taylor Gill to right field again. That's down, and that's going to roll for a long time as well. 2 runs will score. Gill is looking for another triple, and he will have it. Slides in safely. The second 2 RBI triple of the day for Taylor Gill. Triples number 1 and 2 of the season, and it's now an 8-run lead. Taylor Gill getting the best of the prospect pitching tonight. Beyer and Vega come around. Now Josh Printer taking outside for ball 1. Well, Sodbusters saved some runs here. Yeah, they scored 41 runs in 3 games, but still have some more in store. Taylor Gill comes home on the wild pitch, and a miscommunication. Gill's in safely. A slow developing play. It got away from the catcher, DePrima. Gill took a long time, decided he wanted to come home. DePrima didn't realize it, and Moffitt late to get there to cover. So Gill scores on the wild pitch. It's now 9-0 Hastings. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 2-1. Got a 3 spot here in the 7th. Now you can definitely be okay with zeros the rest of the way through. Another Sodbuster loses the bat. First Delgado, now Printer loses the lumber on the swing and a miss. You don't see that every day, let alone twice. Ryan Jarvis will get him the spray adhesive that he needs. And Printer will step back in with a 2-2 pitch. Fortunately, that one did not reach the stands. That one stayed on the field. And no harm done. Pitch just missing. The count runs full to Printer. Josh is 1 for 3 tonight. Retired the first 2 times, but since then has singled and walked. Strike 3 right down the middle, and Printer guessing fastball. He guessed wrong. And just 1 strikeout in the inning now, and the 4th strikeout for Jonathan Moffitt. Bases empty, 2 outs, and Ryan Jarvis trying to retake the multi-hit game lead. He's got 1 hit already tonight. Takes outside for ball 1. Jarvis singled in the first inning. Has been hitless since. Hard hit ball to right field, but it is right at the right fielder, Colton Homolka, and he makes the play for out number 3. But that's how many the Sodbusters get. 3 runs in the 7th inning. They have now busted it open, hopefully for good. It's 9-0 with just 6 outs to get for the Sodbuster defense. 8th inning coming up.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
It is still Miller time at Duncan Field. We go to the 8th inning with Marcus Miller back out there, and he has been cruising along tonight. No runs allowed, just 4 hits. Besides that 4th inning where he allowed a couple of them back-to-back, they've pretty much been all scattered. And Marcus at 90 pitches, and we know he's still got at least 1 inning left in the tank if he can be efficient. And we'll see how things go for Mr. Miller and the Sodbusters. This Marcus can record an out here. This would be the longest outing of his summer season. That one is tattooed to left field. Jarvis going way back, but he makes the catch. Duncan Field, where fly balls go to die. Paul Schuyler puts a good swing on it, but is unrewarded. 1 pitch and 1 out. And with that, 7 1/3 innings for Marcus, his longest outing so far this season in 7 appearances. And if this is the final outing for him, what a note to go out on this summer season. First pitch popped up to the top of the order in Drew Borner, and no man's land out in center field, but Gill is there at the last second to make the out. 2 pitches and 2 outs for Marcus. Well, if you get through this inning quick, you can make an argument, send Marcus back out for the 9th inning. We've got to get through this last batter, Braden Smith. He has one of the hits. Drew Borner flies out to center field. He'll likely finish his night 1 for 4. Smith with one of the 4 hits. Miller pumps over a breaking ball. So no 3-pitch inning, but Miller still set to finish in the single digits. Ball 1 rather, high and away. Braden Smith with the single in the 4th inning. Otherwise, he is grounded out and flown out. 1-1 breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Gill racing over to his right. It's slicing away. He loses the lid, but collects the baseball. A 5-pitch inning for Marcus Miller, who storms back to the dugout. He is locked in right now, ladies and gentlemen. And the Sodbusters will come up in the 8th inning. But we'll see who they go with in the 9th inning. We'll be right back with Sodbuster Baseball.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
At Hastings College, we celebrate all the ways you shine. From more than 20 athletic teams to band, choir, theater, and art, plus esports, creative writing, speech, and media. Join in to earn a scholarship and find your people, the friends you'll hang out and have fun with. It's what makes Hastings great. So check out Hastings College, where your experience matters, in the classroom and in the activities you love to do. Visit us at hastings.edu.
Bottom of the 8th inning, where the Prospects, down to one of their last guys out of their reserves, as Charlie Mosser will take over on the mound. Again, the Prospects coming into this game with just a dozen available players, and they already used one guy out of the bullpen. This is their second. Mosser relieves Jonathan Moffitt, who pitched 3 innings, had a couple of scoreless innings, but then allowed the 3 runs in the 7th inning. For Mr. Mosser, this summer season, making his 10th appearance and 10th in relief, he has pitched more than 1 inning in all but one of his outings, and last pitched 5 days ago on July the 20th. In 16 1/3 innings, 20 hits, 13 runs, 16 walks, 15 strikeouts, a 4.71 ERA. Mosser has seen the Sodbusters once this season on June 22nd, where he pitched 2 innings, faced 9 batters, only gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 4, but is able to get out of those 2 innings with no damage done. Dino Morales, Tyler Sardelli, and Yamato Sato, the scheduled hitters, and what we hope is the Sodbusters' last at-bat here in the ballgame. Mosser delivers outside for ball 1. Charlie Mosser is a Lincoln native from my alma mater at Lincoln East High School, and now at Kansas City Community College. Dino past the diving first baseman Kozad into right field for a base hit, and Dino does indeed extend his hit streak to 5 straight games. 0 for 3 coming to the plate tonight, and waited on the breaking ball, sent it the opposite way. Now double digits in hits for the Busters with 10 tonight. So Tyler Sardelli will get his 5th at-bat tonight. He swings at the first pitch, chops it up the middle. The shortstop makes the play, and he will tag out Morales at second base. Braden Smith with an athletic play. Tricky hop. Not only grabs it, but able to make the play to retire Morales at second base. Sardelli reaches on the fielder's choice. And Yamato Sato, the next man up, with 1 out and a runner at first base. Sato tonight still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3. Takes a pitch right in there for strike 1. Mosser rocking the stash on the mound, too. Love to see that for them. Pickoff throw, it gets away, and that will allow Sardelli to get to second. He's on his way to third. And finally, the Prospects dig it out of the right field corner. And Sardelli's in there at third with the 2-base error. Mosser tried to pick over and threw it away. So when we come back here, it'll be an 0-1 count. And here comes that 0-1. Sato puts it on the ground, off the glove or off the hand of Danny Weiser. Braden Cork out there, he made the play too. Guys are spilling out of the dugout. They're having a good time tonight and enjoying that 9-run lead. Expect to see Braden Cork in this series. He did not pitch in the series against Oahe. Probably a probable candidate for a start. Sato puts it out of play to the right side. Remains 1-2. Sodbusters with 10 hits tonight. The guy at the plate's 1 of 2 without 1. D'Amato's just been a little bit late on most pitches he's seen tonight. But he reads that one well. It's in the turf and blocked for ball 2. Sodbusters with their offensive explosion in Oahe raised their team batting average to 263 after it was 251 coming into the series in the weekend. Sodbusters are now also over 400 hits on the summer season. 400 hits in 48 games. You do the math, that's pretty good. Full count pitch, fouled off. Braden Cork makes it again and tosses it back to pitcher and gestures to the crowd, says, "Thank you, I'll be here all weekend." So Sato's fouled off a couple of two-strike pitches. Still at third base is Tyler Sardelli. Foul tip, actually a foul ball. Sato just gets a piece of it. Thought it reached the glove of DePrima, but it skips in front of it. So Sato's now fought off 3 in a row and remains alive in the count, 3-2. Still the same defense for the prospects. Sato puts it in the air to right field and pretty well hit. Going back is Homolka, and he makes the catch on the run, but it's plenty deep enough to score Sardelli. Sato got the barrel on it, but credit Colton Homolka for making a spinning grab for the second out of the inning, but the Sodbusters now have 10 on the board. Sato drives home the run, give him an RBI, number 15 on the summer season. And they're going to appeal at third base, and they're unsuccessful. No reason for Sardelli to leave early, as he had pretty much all night to tag up on that one. It's now 10 runs, so the Sodbusters lead by double digits and push across an insurance run. On the sacrifice fly from Yamato Sato, and Jackson Crane looking for another hit. He's going to get it. Crane into left field, a 3-hit night. When he gets hits, they come in bunches. Another 3+ hit night for Jackson Crane, his 3rd this summer. And he is on base for the 4th time tonight. Almost a shame he can't come up again to try and get another 4-hit night. He's already got 2 of those this season. Swing and a miss, and the glove comes off of the catcher, DePrima. That's odd. Byer swings and misses. Usually that means that the bat hit the glove. Either that or DePrima just did not have it on very tight. That is strange. That's nothing called. The pitch does get away regardless, and Crane goes to second. Mosser set with the 0-1. Outside, ball 1-1 to Tristan Byer. Byers reached base 3 times tonight, but has not gotten a hit. A fielder's choice and error and a hit by pitch have gotten him on. Crane leads away from second. Byer swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The bullpen has since quieted down. It appears that it's going to be Miller time in the 9th inning. 1-2, swing and a miss. Byer goes down swinging. The Sodbusters get 1 to pad the lead, and they go to the 9th inning with a 10-0 lead. And we'll see who comes out of the dugout to be on the mound for the 9th inning right after this.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue Fork Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook.
Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com.
You're seeing that right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Miller time. Marcus Miller trying to be the first sodbuster this summer to pitch a 9-inning complete game here. And we have the prospects 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up. With 3 outs to get, Marcus is at 95 pitches. The league limit is 110 pitches. So if Miller has another efficient inning, this could be it for the prospects. Jacob Perrin is the first batter, and he fouls one off his foot for strike 1, but he's got a protective pad there, and good thing he had it there, otherwise that one might smart. Miller so far 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. The prospects have put it in play hard a few times, but the rest has pretty much been soft contact. A 1 outside, 1-1. Miller already with a season high in innings pitched in a game, and he's ahead in the count, 1-1. Breaking ball floats in there, but called a ball. Miller wants to know where, and Daniel Roth says it was outside. Daniel Roth has had a very good game behind the plate as an umpire, so we'll believe him. And that one misses. Where's that pitch? All right, I'm not so sure now. Well, Flight Scope says it was a ball. It's a 3-1 pitch to Perrin. Swings and fouls another one off his body, and that one's got a smart. Even last year, looking at the stats for Marcus, he never pitched past the 7th inning. His last start against Badlands, he got pitch limited, otherwise he might have been able to. Now it's a 3-2 count to Perrin. Way outside, ball 4, and Miller walks his second batter tonight. Had a couple of close pitches he wanted his way, but it's a leadoff base runner for the prospects. And that is just the second time the prospects have gotten the leadoff runner on tonight. It's a 1-out base runner for Corey Kozad. Excuse me, a nobody-out base runner. I should correct that. Kozad has reached base once. He was the other walk for Miller back in the 4th inning. Breaking ball, that misses outside, and zone's gotten a little bit tighter in this 9th inning. Daniel Roth making Marcus work for this complete game here. 1-0 pitch, Miller gets a swing and a foul ball, 1-1. Miller now at 103 pitches, only has 7 pitches left to work with, and the bullpen is ramping up now. Fred Juden is getting hot. If you reach 110 pitches in the middle of the batter, you can finish that batter, but otherwise, you're done. Another close pitch called a ball. And that one might have been a strike. It's now a 2-1 pitch to Corey Kozad, 0 for 2. With Miller's pitch counts nearing the limit here. A double play would be huge. Out of play by Kozad, it's 2-2. Now, realistically, first pitch outs are the only path now for Marcus. And I'm sure the prospects know that, and they want to at least have the Sodbusters go to the bullpen. So they're going to be patient here. The 2-2 to Kozad. Foul ball back to the screen. It remains 2-2. And with each pitch now in the foul ball, it appears that Marcus is going to come just short. Nothing to disdain, a phenomenal performance, though. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning, Kozad goes down on strikes for the second time, and the 5th punch-out for Marcus Miller. Miller now at 107. So theoretically, if you can retire DePrima on 2 pitches, then you can start the last batter and finish him off. The first pitch swung on and hit in the air, and to deep left field, Ryan Jarvis won't get there. It's down for extra bases, and the prospects are going to get a run on the board. Going for third is DePrima. The throw there is late, and he's in there with the triple. And that spoils the game. Oh, my gosh. Hank's out on the field. Scott's little Labrador poodle that we were talking about early in the game has gotten loose. Lane's let him go. Lane, come on, man. Hank has made it all the way from the Sodbuster bullpen to the opposite bullpen, and he's now on the other side of the field. It's an RBI triple for J.D. DePrima, so there will be no shutout tonight. And Jacob Perrin comes all the way across to score. As a first pitch triple, Miller's at 108 pitches. No move made to the bullpen yet. And it appears that Hank has been corralled, so we play on. And Scott's walking around over the third base side. He seems to have a smile on his face, not too affected by it. First pitch out of play for Trent Berry. So with the next pitch, Marcus Miller will hit 110 pitches, so this will be Marcus's last batter. Barring an obscure double play, he will not be able to quite go the distance. Pitch number 2, high and away, 1-1. Trent Berry, 1 for 3 tonight, singled his last at-bat in the 7th inning. Has also grounded out and popped out. 1-1, down low, and Yamato loses it for a moment, but it doesn't get too far away, and DePrima stays put at third base. Just 2 more outs to get before we seal this one. We're barely over 2 hours of game time. Don't have official game times for the rest of the season, but this would definitely be the shortest game at home this summer. The shortest 9-inning game. Should clarify, 7-inning games probably a little bit shorter. That one hits him. Off the foot. Trent Berry plunked by the pitch. And that is going to be how Marcus Miller's night will end. 8 1/3 innings. And he will be lifted, it appears, for probably Fred Juden and Danny Weiser, Hastings College teammate with Marcus Miller. Heads out, shakes the lefty's hand, and he'll get a nice round of applause as he comes out. Fans holding up the heart sign. So well-deserved a round of applause for Marcus Miller. Fred Juden is on. We'll be back after his warm-up pitches. 10-1 Sodbusters here in the 9th inning.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain? Lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
Back in the 9th inning, the prospects on the board with an RBI triple. And Fred Juden will be tasked to getting the final 2 outs of the inning. The applause you're hearing is Lane's got Hank under control, and he's panting. He needs a good break. That little doggy ran a marathon in the outfield just a moment ago. So Fred's on to get the final 2 outs. He's pitched 8 times this summer, and he has seen his fair share of struggles late in the season. His first 3 of 4 appearances, he did not allow any runs, but his last 4 appearances, he's allowed at least 1 run. He last pitched in that game against the Bison on the 20th, where the Bison stole that game from the Sodbusters. Fred was tagged with the loss, where he allowed 5 hits and 6 runs, 4 walks in 2 innings of work. But a very low leverage of situation for Fred Juden to try and get back on the horse here in the 9th inning. And the batter will be Charlie Mosser. And the Prospects hitting without a designated hitter tonight due to their short bullpen, so having their pitchers bats tonight. That pitch gets back to the screen. Here comes run number 2. It's a wild pitch for Fred Juden on the first pitch. It's another run. It's now 10-2. So DePrima comes in to score and charge that run to Marcus Miller. And he is also still responsible for the runner at second base. Charlie Mosser, like the other pitchers batting tonight, hitting for the first time this summer. 1-0 from Juden, who goes with the breaking ball and fouls it down to the right side, 1-1. Trent Berry at second base. He was the last batter Marcus Miller faced on a hit by pitch. Just need 2 more outs before we can seal the deal on this bad boy. Right down the gut, strike 2. Say if you can help it, that's what you got to do. You've got another pitcher waiting on deck. Pump the strike zone full and see what happens. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Juden strikes out the first man he faces, and the Sodbusters 1 out away from a Game 1 win. And the batter is Colton Homolka, another pitcher batting tonight, 0 for 3. Juden's fastball averaging in the middle 80s so far in his first batter faced. First pitch to Homolka, head high for ball 1. Homolka with pop out, ground outs, and ground outs, 0 for 3 tonight. Stick around after the final outs. We'll have our post-game show after this, and we'll recap the Sodbuster win. Up high, ball 2, 2-0. There was right-handed action in the bullpen. Homolka discards the arm guard mid-at-bat. That's strange. Fred's 2-0 pitch. High and tight. He's missed with 3 straight. 3-0. Fred trying to find the strike zone here. Down in the count, 3-0. 4-pitch walk to the pitcher, or one of the pitchers rather. Homolka's on base for the first time today and this season. He's not able to retire the final outs, and it's Paul Schuyler, and back to the regular hitters for the Prospects now. Schuyler put a deep charge into one in the 8th inning, but flew out. Facing a little bit more power, Juden it's a little bit faster than Miller on his fastballs. First pitch to Schuyler. That one misses for ball 1. Schuyler 0 for 3 tonight. The Prospects just with 6 hits, one of them coming this inning. That was J.D. DePrima's triple 4 batters ago. 1-0 breaking ball misses outside, 2-0. Schuyler's a Bellevue East guy, Cloud County Community College, going to be going to UNO. Juden gets the call, strike at the bottom of the zone, 2-1. Game 2, same time tomorrow night, as well as Saturday and Sunday. Potentially your last chance to see the Sodbusters in action this season. 2-1, right there for strike 2 at the top of the zone. Sodbusters a strike away. One more and we can go home here. First and second, 2 out, 10-2 ball game. Prospects with their only 2 runs of the game home in this inning. Popped up. Will it stay in play for Sato? It will not. It goes just on the top of the netting. And it will be another 2-2 count to Paul Schuyler. That ball probably 4 or 5 feet farther in the opposite direction, and that's a winner. Schuyler with 10 hits this summer. Still looking for the first hit tonight. 2-2. Soft ground ball to Morales. He'll go to second for the outs, and it's recorded. Drew Vega sticks with the base, and that is your ball game. A dominant 10-2 win for the Hastings Sodbusters, as they have now won 5 straight contests when they've needed it the most. And besides the 2 runs in the 9th inning, it was a picture-perfect performance for the Hastings Sodbusters in Game 1. And they do what they need to do. We'll update you about the other scores around the Independence League after this. All that in the post-game show is coming up. Sodbusters win. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Dog Roll Patrol provides reliable and professional pet waste management services in the Hastings area. Hire Dog Roll Patrol today and spend more time enjoying your furry friends and less time cleaning up after them. Depending on your location and number of pets, Dog Roll Patrol will work with you to come up with a schedule that best fits your situation. Dog Roll Patrol takes great pride in their work. Family owned and operated out of Hastings. Get a free quote and details on the services at dogrollpatrol.com.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Back on our post-game show, it's a 10-2 Sodbuster victory. They get it done here and win Game 1 of the series, and a much-needed win. As we told you, the playoff stakes on the line. The Sodbusters almost needing to win out the rest of the season, and it's no easy task. The Prospects team to be reckoned with, even though they may not have the best record. But the Sodbusters, it was all them from the second inning on. They scored their 2 runs to lead things off in the second inning, 4 in the 4th, 3 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th for the 10-2 victory. The Prospects getting their only 2 runs against Marcus Miller in the 9th inning, who was oh so close to going the distance and recording a complete game. With the 10-2 victory, the Sodbusters improved to 30-19 and improved to 11 games over 500. This is a team that only won 17 games last summer, so already 13 above their season total of last year, and a healthy breath of fresh air. Lots of success here, especially at Duncan Field this summer. 10 runs on 11 hits for the Sodbusters, 2 runs on 6 hits, and 3 errors on defense for the Prospects. And we look at the other games in the Independence League as well. Casper blowing out Spearfish 11-2. That is good for the Sodbusters. But Fremont is blowing out Owyhee 13-5. And that game 1 out away from being over there, as well as the Casper game against Spearfish. That's only in the 6th inning, actually, so still a little bit more to go in that ball game. But Sodbusters did what they needed to do. They needed to win and get some help from Spearfish and Fremont. Spearfish doing their part to help out, so if that score stands, they would be tied in league standings, and Fremont would still be a game ahead. And Fremont's a team that's definitely going to need to lose here in just a little bit. 10-2 your final. Danny Weiser, welcome up. Got the headset for you. And my goodness, I mean, we knew what was on the line today. We needed to win some games. Got it done in pretty good fashion tonight. Starting Marcus Miller. Oh, man. Vintage Marcus tonight. How about his start? Recording 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Actually got the first 9 in a row. I mean, he was feeling it tonight. It just seems like he faces the prospects a lot, but he had to hit their number tonight. You're a pitcher yourself. What was working for him tonight?
Oh, my man. Miller just absolute control of everything today and shoved. Super proud of him, and I mean, he gave us his best tonight. And his curveball, slider, everything was there, and I really, really wanted him to finish that complete game, man.
Oh, man. The complete game, a possibility, only at 95 pitches. He thought he was getting squeezed in the 9th inning, but do you feel like you maybe get that, let that get to him a little bit to finish that inning? It seemed like he might have been a little frustrated with some of those calls.
I think so, maybe. I mean, he's going after a 9-inning CG, something pretty rare in a college athlete's career, and I mean, I'm just super proud of the way he managed the game all day. Because, I mean, they got some hits on him in a couple big spots, and he went and pitched and got the double play ball and stuff like that, and just executing pitch by pitch.
You got 2 runs in the 2nd inning, which, as we know, definitely not enough for anything. But the 4th inning, your first 2 guys get down. You get a base runner, and then it appears that you're going to be out of the inning. But the error made, and then you capitalize for 4 run. How big was that 4 inning?
That was massive. I mean, that was a huge momentum shift in the game, especially coming off of an error. And, I mean, those are the runs that make or break a game. And tonight we were able to make them.
And for the 6 runs you led there, you got some insurance in the 7th. Liked your offensive approach there. 10 runs and 11 hits seem to be hitting on guys. How are the guys seeing the ball at the plate tonight as well?
I thought they were seeing it great. I mean, I thought they had a great approach all day, inside and outside, not really striking out a whole lot. Jackson Crane had another great day today. And, I mean, I think Taylor Gill, back-to-back triples down the right field line. Yep. I mean, we've been striping the ball at the plate, to be honest, and I'm not going to tell him to change much and just keep on going through the weekend.
Taylor Gill, 2 consecutive RBI triples, like you said, his first 2 of the season. Jackson Crane, I mean, you're going off of the hitting in Oahe. Is there something that maybe changed in the offensive approach in Oahe? You scored all that runs, maybe something that carried over, or is it just kind of that was just a normal day at the ballpark for the guys on offense?
Honestly, I'm thinking it's just kind of pushing us forward and seeing the complete evolution of the team and the offense, getting ready for this late season push, and we're finally bringing it together just at the right time, pitching and offense, and this is exactly when we need to play our best ball, and I think that's what guys like Printer are saying to them, and I think that's what they're delivering on.
Hitting well, and Printer, one of the guys on this too, and Dino as well. A couple of guys losing the lumber tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you see that maybe once every few games. You definitely don't see it twice in one game. Humid night getting to the guys, not enough stick 'em on that. What happened there?
Dino's broke. That was the first time I've seen. Yeah, the handle of it broke.
And he swung in. Well, I guess he fouled it off. So he had the handle in his hand.
Yeah. That one, that's not really Dino. Couldn't do too much to that one. But Printer, I think it was just a little humid night, sweaty, hot day, and just got a little slick in the hands.
So Dino's been hitting the weights then, huh?
Yep. Yeah, he's
very strong man. Well, you got the 10-2 win tonight. You did what you needed to do. You feel like you've got a pretty good scope of. I mean, you definitely saved your pitching. Miller almost went all the way. Fred barely pitched any pitches. You feel like you're well set up for the next 3 games this weekend.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna have a great weekend.
Yes, sir. Danny Weiser, the head coach. Appreciate him coming up
Thank
and sharing his comments. And we'll look for a Buster win tomorrow. All right, 10-2, your final score. Appreciate Danny. I'm coming up 5 in a row. And what a healthy sight. I mean, we told you right when Danny became the official solo head coach, had to play Casper for 7 straight days. Then games against Fremont and Spearfish, playing the toughest 3 teams in the Independence League. And playing the bottom half of it now, Oahe and the Prospects, to end things off. So it is a Good sight to win for the Sodbusters, again with the Spearfish potential loss. And the other game, Fremont and Oahe, that game just about to go final. Sodbusters will catch a game on Spearfish, still need one against Fremont. Fremont and Spearfish start their 3-game series tomorrow night. So ideally, Sodbusters win out. Spearfish takes 2 out of 3. That could set things up pretty well. But Fremont will definitely need to lose at least 1, I believe maybe if not 2 games. Sodbusters still alive in the playoff race. But it is coming to a close here. The season coming to a close and the game's running out here. Join us, same time tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m. I'm Ryan Valenta. Steve Stein will be back with me tomorrow to take us home through the season. And the Sodbusters will look to win their 6th straight and get to at least a season series split against the Prospects, a series split against the Prospects, rather. But you're running out of time here. 3 games left here at Duncan Field in the regular season. Come on out to the Hastings area, and we hope to see you tomorrow night. I'm Ryan Valenta signing off. Have a happy rest of your Thursday evening.
Catch the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Get the ultimate fan experience at a Hastings Sodbuster game this summer. Enjoy high-level collegiate summer wood bat baseball at the beautiful and historic Duncan Field in Hastings. Baseball and a whole lot more. Affordable family fun. That's what the Sodbusters and the Independence League are all about. Sodbuster Baseball. It's your team.
Catch the spirit